guys, this is going to be for my air signs: Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Past, present, and future. It's going to be from July 25th through August the 2nd, right? In the past, we put a lot of self-worth into our job. Right now, we're looking at a lot of growth. All right. We could be coming into financial growth. And that could have been after. Ooh, but there was some deceit and some trickery at the end of the day. All right. Not for all of us, but for some of us, there's an explanation here, but there's no confusion. Like, so maybe if there is trickery going on, there's whoever is doing something with our money, we know who it is. There's no trickery. There's no confusion. Someone knows. At first they were confused, but now they're like, okay. But I feel like this minor setback with the trickery is going to catapult you on some other stuff. All right. All right, so it looks like a lot of money came into self-worth. So I feel like you had a lot of pride in this situation. There was a lot of pride. A lot of pride. I'm going to use my Hermetic Tarot deck here. It could be like at your job or wherever you're working or where you worked at in the past. Where you worked at in the past, you put a lot of self-worth into that. So it's like you established those connections. You were, you were your position. You know, when they thought about the company, wherever you work for, like you were the first person that they thought about in that process. I feel like you've been with this company for a very long time. They had longevity in there. Yeah, definitely. Because the Emperor just popped out. So if you aren't a business owner, like you ran your business like a fucking boss. Like a fucking boss. Like complete alpha. You know what I mean? And it was just like you were well respected. Well respected, I'm getting from our water. Well respected, and you put a lot of self-worth within your job, right? You prided yourself on having that coin. You pride yourself on that for sure. So this right here, we have the Emperor, and then there's also the Ace of Swords, right? Now, it was in reverse, so I'm guessing this message came out about the trickery here that's coming up, right? Let's see. And the Moon card is here, so there could have been some deceptions. What I'm also getting is... you could have had some self-worth issues within your family, right? And some information came about some deception, right? So basically what I'm getting is like, maybe it was like you and your brother up for like, being the CEO of a company, or you and your sibling, right? And because your dad was getting older and you had some bad news that happened to your dad, so you're like, okay, who's going to take the next place on, to run it? And I feel like you've heard some information about, whoever is making the decision, and it was deceitful. Like, it wasn't, like they told you one thing, but they told somebody else something else, right? So the whole time you're thinking that you're about to get this position, and in reality you're not. Or in reality they're like talking ish about both of y'all. I'm getting. Like, they're not being all the way honest with you. They're not telling you the truth. I feel like there's just a lot of gossip. A lot of gossip. You could have put a lot of self-worth in this job or in your family. And the reason that you're even trying to go through this growth process in general is because you're feeling real guarded right now. It's like you have no choice. You feel like you may be feeling like your back's against the wall, like you have to have that great strength. You know, like you're trying to push through, like forget what everybody else says. Forget how my family feels about me doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Me going out and not worrying about my parents, which hurt a lot actually. Whatever came out about, you know, whoever is running stuff, this information, first of all, it came in so quickly, and it came in almost like overnight, right? And it kind of hurt everything. It's like when things are starting to grow, we get some bad information, and it leaves you heartbroken. So it could be a situation where you, like I said, you expected to get a position, but you didn't get it. Something came in where, you know, you had a position, but you had to make a tough choice, right? Because we also have the Three of Swords there. I'm getting that there wasn't a balance. And if there was a balance, there couldn't have been a balance in this situation. Like, one person, you wanted things to grow, but y'all had to really break things down and get to the root of the issue and really come back to, you know, the core values of the company. Right? You getting back to like the pioneer's vision of what they wanted the company to be, because I feel like for some time it could have been for 9 years, and that those 9 years could have brought y'all success. But now y'all are trying to get back to the root of everything, because even though those 9 years of like straying away and doing your own thing brought you success, it's like it also kind of brought you some heartbreak too. Yeah, and you had to make a decision because we have the Two of Wands here. It's like, how are we going to move forward in this company? How are we going to do it? And you have two different options on how you can go about doing it, but you have to make a decision. Yeah, and it could be a situation where you don't feel like things worked out in your favor, and that could definitely explain the trickery here. Yeah, and then with the trickery, the reason that you even knew the trickery existed in the first place is because you were using your intuition. We have the High Priestess here, the 11. You know what I mean? That's standing solo. That's like you really just being in tune with the universe, or maybe you're getting signs that let you know that this situation was unfolding in the beginning, from the get go, right? Yeah, you got some information from the universe that was telling you that you're not winning in this situation. Like, you're not winning, and it's affecting your money. And it's like, if you were in this situation, like if you put money into a business or a corporation and you put money into it, like, I'm not talking about no little money. Like, we have the Seven of Pentacles here, so it's like it's not, it's not like balling, but it's just like, sweetie, it's not, you ain't gonna take it. You know that. Whatever that little money, that money that you have, it seems like you're using your intuition, and the intuition is telling you like you feel defeated in this situation because you feel like you got played. Yeah, there's material troubles coming in the future, right? But if they're not troubles, it's like maybe you're trying to fix your if they're not troubles, then maybe you're trying to fix your money. There could be a setback though, because we go from the 7, which is your current energy where you have growth, and then after the trickery happens, after that bullshit happens, then you jump down to the 5. But regardless of the fact that you still have to, you're gonna make a choice, and it's gonna be a peaceful. It's gonna be peacefully restored, right? So even if something does happen and it's out of your control, right? If something bad happens and it's out of your control regarding your money, don't even fucking stress about it, because the universe is letting you know right now. The universe is letting you know right now that peace is restored. So anything that's taken from you, you about to get it back. Anything that was taken from you, about to get it back. The universe wants to let some people know, not everybody, that this is going to be the last judgment call. There's going to be a judgment call about to come in. There's a judgment call about to come in for y'all. And it definitely could be during this fire season. Because this Leo season, right? So it can be from like now to August 1st. Not for everybody. I'm just saying, okay? Yeah. Right. And it could be like your instincts are like getting sharper when it comes to like your intuition. I feel like you've been a little bit more in tune than normal. This person that's coming and let you know about what's going on. Yeah. This person could be a young woman. This person could have saw the trickery going on around you, and they were just like, you know what? I'm going to just tell you the truth. Because you don't deserve that. And it's like they're coming and tell you something, but because it's like, even though this person has money, it's like their heart was in it. They were just like, damn, like, for real, like, I was wrong. And they're coming to show you some love. Like, that's weird. Yeah, it's like God told them, like, go tell her sorry. It was weird. Or go tell them sorry. But then we have the 4 of Swords. And I feel like it's gonna come from like all corners of the earth, right? Like I feel like it's gonna be like a trickling effect. Somebody had a last call with their marriage about the money, because they're like, I know I love you, but this money isn't, this money isn't adding up to how it's supposed to add up. The trickery could be in the family for some of our air signs. Um, 3 of Cups. Okay. This is telling. Okay, I'm getting that some people are kind of enabling. I'm getting an enabling feeling. It's like you want the best for your child or someone you look at in that way. And just because you provide them with financial comfort, just, so they can like sustain, it isn't enough, right? It isn't enough to really fill up these cups of abundance. There's a judgment call that's about to be made about, it could be about your daughter, or it could be about you, but it's a woman, and definitely about money. Yeah, there could be so maybe you could be having a conversation with your daughter about money. It ain't gotta be nothing deep, right? You could be having a conversation with your daughter about money, and about how to handle it. You know, it's like you have this much money now, which is great, but now we gotta think about how, you know, how we're handling this money in the future. You know, yeah, because it's someone that you definitely love. Because we have the Lovers card here, so it definitely could be a Gemini. It could be a Gemini mom or a dad who's having that conversation with their daughter. Um, yeah. Or it could be having a conversation with yourself. If you haven't been handling your finances very well, this could be a conversation like, okay, well, I'm coming into this now because, you know, there's a judgment call that was made. So now I'm trying to look at my finances differently. I'm trying to have a balanced, open dialogue with my finances on all accords. And I feel like there's four major areas, right? Mm-hmm. Some of us have to tell y'all that y'all have to choose to be at peace and abundance. You have to choose to uh, celebrate, right? You have to want that. Do you want? Do you want the coming together? Do you want to celebrate? There has to be a serious choice made about finances. Serious choice. Like, y'all really need to have a serious dialogue about money. Yeah, because somebody's spending money like crazy. And people, some person feels like, okay, this is the Nine of Cups in its reverse. So maybe at one point someone was just like, oh my gosh, if I manifest all of like all the money in the world, I'll be happy. And then they got all the money in the world that they could get, and then they realized that they weren't happy because it was just illusions and fear, and all these other negative emotions was tied to money, and it didn't really make them happy at all. But they really were praying for this abundance, right? They're trying to manifest this energy, and it was just, it's like they end up getting the Eight of Pentacles, which is great, and they end up walking into emotional fulfillment as well. So that wasn't a bad reading for all of us. Interesting. Definitely walking into some money because we have the Queen of Cups and then we have the Princess of Pentacles from the Eight of Pentacles. So it's definitely on some bossed up status, definitely on some emotional fulfillment with the Ace of Cups. It's like whatever is coming to you, yeah. It seems like whatever you are right now though, it's like it's holding you back because you're not being honest. I feel like a lot of us right now need to open our throat chakra, and have serious conversations, have serious dialogues right now. I know some people are like, well, you know, I like this person, but or I like this company, I like this job, and I want to work for this job, but I haven't reached out to the manager. Like, it's your time right now to reach out to the manager. If you have an idea that you want to start your own business, you know, there's justice on your side right now. You should just start your own business. Because there's no strife in this. Like, I want to let you know that going forward in this situation, there's going to be some new beginnings. There's definitely going to be some new beginnings, right? Because we have the star here in reverse, which are already new beginnings. But it's kind of let you know that you're gonna get new beginnings, but there's gonna be a tower moment, and it's gonna happen quickly, right? It's gonna happen so fast. You're not even gonna realize what happened, and then you start walking into this whole new energy, this whole new way of emotionally connecting with people, which brought you closer, which brings you closer to your money. I'm also getting a realtor right now. I don't know why I'm getting a realtor. Realtor. Okay, if you're a realtor, this is for you. I don't know. What does a realtor need to know? What does a realtor need to know? Realtor. What does a realtor need to know? What does a realtor need to know? You gonna pop in my head and not say nothing? Okay. The realtor needs to know that we have the Princess of Wands, shining a flame. I feel like you just need to be a little bit more confident right now. Okay, so if you're a realtor, you really need to step into your energy. You need to step into your energy right now. You're the princess right now, but you have the potential to be the queen. Okay, all right. So really, if you really want this to step into your energy, you really have to get this contract I'm getting. We had the sun in reverse. So this definitely is something that's going to be happening, I feel like, during Leo season for you. Fire of the world. All right. But you really have to step up. Yeah, because there's a message coming. And that message is definitely coming during Leo season. That's definitely a message coming. It's a Lord root of fire. It's coming. And it's about your work. I'm trying to tell you, if you are a realtor, and you're feeling like, I'm not gonna get this, I don't know, I'm not gonna close on this house, I guess. There's a message coming out and it's gonna be so passionate and you're gonna be working together. I'm getting, if you're a realtor, it's like you are telling two like a husband and wife, like they should buy this house, and you're just as passionate as they are passionate about this situation, and it seems like they have the coins to do so. It's a nice balance between all of y'all, right? Material works for everybody. It's like it's a win-win. If you're a realtor and you're questioning that, it's a win-win for you, boo. It's a win-win, right? And I feel like it's gonna come for you during Leo season. We have the sun and we have the Five of Wands. So like, we saying this right now. Realtor. You're a realtor. You got this. You got this, baby. All right. That's it. And we end with the Knight of Pentacles. Yep. I feel like that's a really good reading because I feel like if this is your first really big step in the right direction, regardless of the fact the universe has your back, because at the end of the day you're going to be having the Knight of Pentacles, which I feel like it's going to take time. Oh my god, look at that. It's going to take time. That's the Ten of Pentacles. It's going to take time, but once you get there, you're going to stand on something so solid though. It's like you're taking your time with your money adventures right now, and it could be after something, that happened. You have the Tower there, you have trickery, you lost some, but I'm trying to tell you, when I told you earlier, you're going to bounce back in such a major way that you're going to look back and think about that $200 or that whatever loss you had. You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh because you're like, man, I made so much more than that. Like, that was chump change to what the fuck I'm about to walk into. Anyways, the universe wants you to know to focus upon divine and perfect health and self-respect. All right? And understand this, like, whatever happens here on this earth is just earthly shit. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff is just here to test us. A lot of stuff is just here to test us. So just, remain humble, remain calm in this situation. Because, you can't let no hooligans get you out of character. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let them motherfuckers get you out of character. You still gotta have respect. You still have to have that self-respect. Excuse my French, y'all. You still gotta have that self-respect. And about the most important thing about self-respect is you gotta protect your energy. You gotta protect your boundaries, right? So if you feel like you don't want to do nothing, if you don't want to take your friend across town because you're going to waste your money, you know what I mean? And your energy is going to be all off, don't do it. Say no. Put your boundaries out there. That could be people you're talking to. Yes, and use your intuition, okay? Thank you. Use your intuition right now, y'all. Y'all really have to step into an energy that you have your own self-respect. Step into your authority, right? And the only way that you can step into your authority in the proper way is to focus on your divine and perfect health, right? Not for everybody, but this is for some people. Using your intuition is going to bring you tangible, whatever you've been wishing for or manifesting is going to bring you that. You're going to receive that. You're no longer going to have this ten of swords energy. But let's see. Right? It's going to bring you something. So much so that you're going to be celebrating, right? You have this Queen of Swords in reverse, but I feel like it's because we're getting over having that Ten of Swords there, right? I mean, you're not gonna. Rome wasn't built in a day. A queen is a queen, but sometimes queens fall. Sometimes queens feel things. You know, queens cry. Queens cry. And it seems like this queen's upset because a message came. They're waiting on a message. They want to celebrate, and they made a choice to celebrate. Some information came about you in a partnership not working. A message came out that it was a burden. They could be celebrating while you're making a choice, or vice versa, and you may decide like you don't know what to do, and you're waiting on like a sign. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords here in reverse. Not able to make a decision. We have the Strength card here. Not having the strength, and then we have the Emperor. So eventually you're going to walk into your energy, a very strong and powerful ass energy. You're about to get a message, and it could be about this, about letting that energy go so that you can move forward, and so you can find balance and not feel left out in the cold. All right. Well, I wish you guys all love and light, peace, love, and high vibrations. And until next time, guys.